Welcome in another Good Company podcast. Rick Karle, Matt Coulter, Lars Anderson, and our special guest, Ben Abercrombie, Harvard grad. How you doing? How's that sound to you?
Well, sounds good. It took long enough. I guess feels like close to 8 years ever since I first went up there. But finally done with it. So
yeah, congratulations. And you know, a lot of people watching this because they just are in love like we are with your story. You went to Hoover High School in Alabama. You were quite the athlete at Hoover. Tell me about some of the sports you played.
I played football and baseball in high school, and I guess 2 years on varsity baseball and 3 on football. So yeah, and got some nice rings for it. So
I bet. How did the Harvard thing? Because you went to Harvard to play football, and did they come to you? Did you go to them? I mean,
actually they started recruiting me. Reached out to me first because I mean, you know, growing up in Alabama, like I didn't even think about Ivy League at all. Like I didn't even know I could, I didn't even know I could get into it, honestly. But yeah, they reached out to me my junior year and started recruiting me and invited me up to camp there. And when I went up there for camp, I performed really well, and so they offered me up at the camp. So that's kind of how everything started. And then
2017, right?
2016 was that,
gotcha.
Or actually was that 2015? Yeah, 2015 when they offered me, I guess. And then 2016.
How does Harvard recruit? I mean, is that a lame question? But it seems like it'd be a whole lot different than Texas.
Yeah, they have to make sure all the academics are in order for all the players that they recruit, and they have to get, I guess, special permission from the board to get them in. And I mean, it does help because the football team will sponsor you to get in. And they also have like this tier system. So it's like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4. And you're allowed to have I think tier 1 is like the top like academics. Then tier 2 is like a little bit lower, and tier 3 is lower. And then tier 4 is like the absolute minimum of being able to get in. So you can only have like 2 tier 4 guys. So yeah.
For a young man from Hoover, Alabama, going up to Boston the first time, what was your impression? And did it feel like overwhelming, right? Like I'm from Nebraska, and when I went out to New York City for the first time to go to Columbia for grad school, I absolutely wanted to turn around and head back. But what was it like for you?
I mean, it was... Yeah, the first time I ever went up to Boston was for the camp, for the Harvard camp. And me and my dad went up there, and we went to a Red Sox game and toured around a little bit. And I'm a lifelong Red Sox fan, so surprisingly, yeah.
Me and Ben.
Yeah.
Took us long enough to win one finally, I know.
Yeah.
But no turning back now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So you went up to a Red Sox game?
Yeah, and so that was really, really cool. And then, yeah, just like, I mean, it's a huge city, so it's a lot different than Birmingham and growing up in Hoover and everything.
At the camp, did you feel overwhelmed at all by the nature of the competition? Or are you like, hey, man, I'm from Alabama. I can take this.
Yeah, I mean, playing at Hoover, it didn't really overwhelm me at all. Like, just because playing against people or practicing against people like George Pickens and players like that, like all throughout my years of high school, I really wasn't intimidated much at all. And I was kind of, I guess, ready for the competition.
Did they give you nicknames or kid you about your Southern drawl or anything like that? And go, hey, Bella, or whatever they would say?
No. When I went up to the Yale camp, though, the Yale head coach, he started playing Sweet Home Alabama and put his arm around me and said, I bet they didn't do this at Harvard. So.
Did that move you at all?
Well, I kind of like it.
I think you've heard it before, so.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool, but I didn't I don't know. Obviously, I didn't commit there, so it wasn't a needle moving thing.
your first game, you're playing defensive back, right? Tell me about the excitement of that day and what ensued. Do you remember anything about it? It was a big day in so many different respects for you. Tell me about that day.
Yeah, so I guess just it's your first college football game, and you're just kind of like all amped up for it and ready to go, and obviously you expect to do well and everything, and you're a little bit nervous. And playing away at Rhode Island, the away, I guess, like, it's a lot different than like preparing for a scrimmage at your own stadium and everything. So, it was just like, I don't know, it was kind of, you're kind of in awe at first, like just kind of walking out to the stadium and walking around and everything.
You and I spent a good bit of time together for a story that I wrote on you for The Athletic a couple years ago. I remember you telling me that, one, I believe you were the only freshman to make the trip. And also because of that, you were the guy who had to pick the movie on the bus or put the movie in. I did explain that. What the bus ride going to the game?
Yeah. So, I was the only defensive freshman to travel with the team. So that was an honor. And, and then all the older guys were telling me I had to pick the movie and would make fun of me if it was a bad movie pick. I picked I Am Legend. I do remember that. But yeah, so that was fun. And just, being the only freshman to go on defense was definitely something I wasn't expecting. And I just performed well in fall camp and eventually earned a role on the team. So that was good.
It's cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So going into the game, I really wasn't expecting to play like a huge amount. But on the very first kickoff, the senior in front of me tore his hamstring. The guy who was starting in front of me tore his hamstring. So I was like instantly in the game, which was, it was exciting, but I felt like I had to perform well for that senior and for the rest of the team. And I was excited to play, and it was just so I really wasn't expecting to play as much as I started out playing. I was excited, but once you kind of get on the field, you kind of tune everything out, and you just focus in on what your job is and what you want to do, and that competitive instinct kind of kicks in.
Yeah. So this is the first play after you went in. Okay, you remember it?
I remember them telling me to get on the field, and so I sprinted out there, and just one funny thing though is I didn't necessarily know all the plays yet because the playbook was so big. Coach Larkey had a huge playbook, so I didn't necessarily know all the plays. So every once in a while, I'd have to ask the guy next to me, like, what am I supposed to do?
That's good. Yeah. And then the play where you made the tackle. Can you recall that to this day, or is that just totally lost in your memory?
No, I remember it. So we were playing cover two. Just I had my deep half of the field, and I was reading the quarterback's eyes, and I could. There was a wide receiver running a fade route on the sideline. So I saw the quarterback looking at him, and I took off over there to break on the ball. And when the guy jumped up to catch it, I tried to break it up from him, and just kind of tried to throw my shoulder into his chest or the end of the ball and break it up. But somehow, I don't know what happened exactly. It was kind of a freak thing because it wasn't bad technique or anything, but we think the guy kind of turned his elbow and it nicked my neck. So, or nicked the top of my helmet and tweaked my neck. Weird. So it's kind of, what happened, but I remember it was kind of like after I hit the guy, it was kind of like slow motion, like falling back to the ground. And when I like hit the ground, I like instantly knew it was like not great. But yeah,
So the rest is kind of a blur, I guess. From
yeah, I mean, I remember talking to the trainer, and like one thing that was weird that I know a lot of other people that have suffered from a like spinal cord injury. They said like once they like as soon as it happened, they saw like a kind of like a misty figure-ish thing like come out of them, which I kind of witnessed that too, which was weird. But yeah, I mean, it was like the last thing I remember is talking to the trainer, and then and then I couldn't talk anymore, and then just passed out. So yeah.
Many years ago in the SEC, a guy named Chucky Mullins, are you familiar with his story? He was hit by a Vanderbilt linebacker named Brad Gaines, and he suffered an injury, as I understand it, very similar to yours. Chucky Mullins did. But those two remained friends until the unfortunate passing of Chucky Mullins. Do you remember the guy? Do you talk to the guy that you hit?
No. But the head coach of Rhode Island, like when I was in the hospital in Rhode Island, he came and like talked to me, and like he told me that the guy was tore up about it and everything. And I mean, I don't hold anything against him because I mean, it wasn't his fault. I mean, I tried to hit him really hard, and it ended up not working out so well for me. But I mean, yeah, I don't hold any blame against the kid or anything like that.
Did he catch the ball?
They said he did. I thought he went out.
Hey, that's
Of course you
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, that's all.
When you go back and look at the play, and if I remember correctly, the tape isn't super clear. Yeah. What do you see? What do you remember? What sticks out to you?
I mean, it was just what sticks out to me is it just was like it wasn't bad technique or anything. Like I didn't lower my head like straight down into the guy or anything. I tried to hit him with my shoulder, and it was just kind of a weird like nick of the helmet that tweaked my neck, and then I just went limp. But yeah, I mean, I hit the kid hard, but it was just kind of like a normal thing I've been doing ever since I played football. So I mean, it's just something you never would expect.
And so you lost consciousness on the field. What is the next thing you remember?
I remember, I guess it was like 3 days later, I woke up in the hospital, and the hospital in Rhode Island's kind of like, I don't remember everything from that because obviously they had me on some pretty heavy painkillers and things. And yeah, I mean, I just remember waking up and seeing my parents and knowing I couldn't talk, which was weird because obviously you're been able to talk ever since you're born. But yeah, like I remember trying to talk and nothing would come out. So I just wasn't used to that. And that was kind of, yeah, I guess the first thing I noticed. But
when did you realize the seriousness of this situation? Did they tell you right off, or did it take you a couple days to figure this out?
Yeah, so the doctors, when they came in, they just told me that, like, and I don't remember that too well, but they told me that, like, I guess I suffered a severe spinal cord injury, and that we don't know how much he'll recover, and it's just kind of like a waiting game. And so I don't know. It took me a while to like, I don't know. I always, as soon as I got injured, I like waking up in the hospital, I was like, yeah, I'll be back by summer. I'll be 100% healthy by summer and fully recovered, which obviously that didn't happen. And it's still a work in progress, but yeah.
But you made a promise to yourself and your family and Harvard and the world, literally. Walk us through that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I made a commitment to myself and my parents that when I went up to Harvard that I'd graduate from Harvard and get my degree from Harvard. And so that's what I was determined to do, and that's what my family was determined to do. So yeah, that's just kind of what we just always have. It's just me and my parents, we made that commitment to finish out my degree at Harvard and get the degree. And
And you just did it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the mix. So you're injured in 2017.
Yeah.
Took a couple years before you went back to Harvard. I guess you went back in 2019.
Yeah.
And so again, 8 years. You graduated just this past May, right? In class of 2025. The commitment that it took from you. I mean, we're not only talking living in the dorm, but your parents, Sherry and Marty, going up and living in that dorm with you.
Yeah.
Wheeling you to class, to lecture halls, writing papers with your eye gaze machine. And, no offense to any other fun university out there, this is Harvard. This isn't what's the matter you. You know what I mean? So you got to know your stuff. What a gigantic commitment and promise that is. But you folks in your family, you were ready to do this, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I have a great support system around me that really pushed me to keep going when it got tough. And even writing papers with my eyes and taking 6-hour-long exams or like a calculus exam or something where I'd have to tell somebody what to write was always difficult. But I had a great support system behind me. My parents were always there. They basically dropped everything and came up to Harvard with me, and that really wasn't in their retirement plans. But I'm just blessed to have a great group around me to make sure that I get done with my commitments and hold to my commitments.
Yeah, your mom's a nurse, right? So.
Ben, we got together several years ago. I was so struck by your attitude. There was no woe is me. Why did this happen to me? It was like, what am I going to do today to get better? What am I going to do next? Where does that fortitude come from?
Yeah, so I guess it was just the way I was raised with my parents, just kind of instilling into me just, I guess, one day at a time, one step at a time. I think it's important to always have a goal each day to kind of know what you want to do throughout the day and know what you want to accomplish throughout the day. So especially with this injury, I guess, it's important to just take everything one day at a time and accomplish each goal one at a time, once at a time. So yeah, that's just kind of how it. I guess that's kind of how I was raised.
It says right here on the every day you fight like a badger. Where'd that come from?
Yeah, so in fall camp, one of the senior safeties, he's actually from Alabama. He played at Daphne, Alabama. His name's Tanner Lee, but he said I played like the honey badger, Tyler Matthews. So he gave me the nickname Abercrombie, and so they all started calling me Abercrombie. So that was cool. I guess freshmen don't get good nicknames too often. So
that is awesome. Yeah, and like you said, those Harvard professors didn't go easy on you. Like you said, what, 6 hour, 3 to 6 hour exams, and
yeah. So the 6 hour exams, it's always So I'd always get double time. So normal students get 3 hours to take whatever math exam or econ exam or anything like that, and I'd always usually have to take the whole 6 hours to take those exams because I'd either have to be telling somebody what to write or it's just hard.
What are the logistics of your taking a test?
So I'd usually get my own room, and obviously they'd put me in a separate classroom. So I'd always have a proctor, and I'd have my computer because I'd be able to look at the test on my computer and scroll through it myself. And if it was something like a multiple choice or something that like I could do the math in my head or something, I wouldn't use a scribe. Or if it was like a essay test, I wouldn't use a scribe. But if it was a math test, you have to show your work, like hard math test, and I'd have to use a scribe. And yeah, so yeah, we'd always get our separate room and take usually the whole time. Yeah.
Well worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, as you look to your future, and I've asked you this before, when you dream, do you dream you're walking?
Yeah. I dream that I'm completely healthy, doing all the stuff I used to do. And then obviously, I mean, maybe that's a good sign. Maybe it means I'm going to be healthy again one day. But
Is it difficult when you wake up after that and you realize that you're still in that same situation?
sometimes, I mean, you wake up and you kind of frustrated, you can't move, like if you're uncomfortable or something, you'll have to get somebody else to move you, like wake somebody up to move you and adjust you, which, I mean, yeah, it just gets frustrating not be able to move and do things by yourself and do things on your own like you used to be able to do. Because, I mean, before I got injured, I used to, or I wouldn't ask for help much, or I'd try not to. And so now it's kind of, I always have to ask for help for most things. So that was kind of a big adjustment for me.
Do you think that, you think of the Bona County kid and, so you've been in Chicago with it, you've been all over the country really looking for good news. And you think in your lifetime you'll walk? I mean, have advancements come that far that you think?
I think it'll happen. I mean, I have faith in God and believe that I will be 100% healthy again and not on a ventilator and breathing on my own and things like that. And I mean, I've had some progress and some positive signs, and there's a bunch of studies out there now. And I believe it'll happen, whether it's just random and happens, or if somebody comes up with a cure or some type of something that allows everybody with paralysis to be healthy again.
Meanwhile, you're not slowing down. Tell me about your upcoming job, and you're going to be the financial advisor to the Stars, I guess.
Yeah. Financial advising at Wells Fargo. The hiring process just started, and which that takes a little bit of time for them to, I guess, vet you and make sure you're not some sketchy person. But So yeah, and then after that, after the whole hiring process, I'll have to pass 3 tests to get all my qualifications, and which is the SIE, the Series 7, and the Series 66 are the 3 tests that I have to pass. So I'm going to be studying for that a lot. And then hopefully those are the last 3 tests I'll have to study for. But yeah, I'm excited for it for sure.
Other than obviously the physical aspect of where you want to be, what other distant dreams do you have?
Just in terms of, I guess, my goals and things like that. Well, obviously, being 100% healthy again is one goal, and just working towards that little by little and inch by inch, obviously, since it's not an instant, just like snap your fingers and you're healthy again. It's not like an ACL tear where you can have surgery and then rehab it. It's just your whole nervous system has to reconnect. So that's a whole process. But I hope to be the best financial advisor I can be, and hopefully I can help people as much as I.
Well, I'm with Wells Fargo, and my financial advisor is retiring, Once you pass your final test, I'll be your first client, man.
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
And Lars is loaded, by the way.
Yeah,
He
right.
should help you.
I was going to say the opposite.
I'll be happy to take you for sure.
Yeah. But as you get going with your career, and now that you're a grad, I know a lot of people around the world are rooting for you, but I just wanted you to give a shout out to your parents and again, because they have described, you've described what life is like for you daily and what it takes hours in the morning to get you up and at 'em and hours to get you ready for bed. Can you describe that? I mean, it's between, getting you dressed and getting you in your chair and the whole bit. I mean, it's got to be an unbelievable undertaking for you.
Yeah, so I mean, every day, every morning we have to have, like, I'm a 2-person job. I'm a big person, so my mom and usually either a nurse or my dad is always helping me get either in the shower or get showered usually, and then get dressed and get up in the chair, which I usually. We also have to do range of motion, which is important. So that whole process takes about 3 hours. 3 hours. 2-3 hours, yeah. And so that takes a lot of time, and maybe one day we can speed it up, but it's still it's a tough. It takes more time than we'd like, but it's just one of the daily things you got to do.
People forget that, they see Ben here, and hey, how you doing? They forget what goes on, and in the family.
It's a testament to true parental love. You guys are heroes.
Yeah,
True
Absolutely.
heroes.
Do you have a message for anybody out there as we kind of wind things down here, as far as, you're looked upon with such high regard throughout the world? I mean, do you have a message to those going through a tough time, whether it...
just take it one day at a time and just keep pushing, have a goal every day and try to accomplish it. And I guess just try to keep the doubtful thoughts out of your mind, which is harder than just saying it. You gotta just kind of find something that makes you happy and just find something that keeps you occupied, and it's keep working. And just have a goal each day is kind of my thing.
And this fall, the outlook for Harvard is?
Ivy League championship. And then I think we can actually go into the FCS playoffs now as of this year, I think. So that's exciting. I know Coach Murphy, the head coach when I was there. He head coach there for 30 years in the Hall of Fame, Ivy League coach. He always wanted to be in the FCS championship. But now they can finally do it. So.
That's awesome. Barkley would call you the smart kids. Whenever, Auburn played Vanderbilt in anything, they say, the smart kids almost beat us. So you're the smart kids.
Well, the smart kids did beat them in
that's right.
in basketball that one year. Although it was Yale. But
Well,
Those guys are overrated at Yale.
you are loved and admired, and you are a true inspiration to thousands, and don't you forget it. And I know there are times, I'm sure, that things get down for you, but we want you to know that, we appreciate what you've done and your parents, and I think the world's rooting for you.
thank you.
Harvard grad, parking the car for the vote.
Thank you so much, Ben. You look great.
Yeah, you bet.
You look good, man.
Very impressed and very inspired.
Thank you.